This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Did you know women are more likely than men to develop dry eyes, which may be due to hormonal changes during the menstrual cycle or after menopause, and the use of oral contraceptives? Give your dry, burning, or irritated eyes a daily refresh with Refresh Optive Mega 3 Lubricant Eye Drops, a preservative-free formula that provides fast-acting, lasting relief. Refresh Optive Mega 3 is safe to use as often as needed. Find Refresh online or in the eye drop aisle at all major retailers.
Looking for excitement? Chumba Casino is here. Play anytime, play anywhere. Play on the train, play at the store, play at home, play when you're bored. Play today for your chance to win and get daily bonuses when you log in. So what are you waiting for? Don't delay. Chumba Casino is free to play.
Experience social gameplay like never before. Go to Chumba Casino right now to play hundreds of games, including online slots, bingo, Slingo, and more. Live the Chumba life at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
This message comes from Greenlight. Ready to start talking to your kids about financial literacy? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app that teaches kids and teens how to earn, save, spend wisely, and invest with your guardrails in place. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on what your kids are spending with real-time notifications. Join millions of parents and kids building healthy financial habits together on Greenlight. Get started risk-free at greenlight.com/iHeart.
Hey, Christopher.
That's me.
Before Zach reads,
yes, sir.
Let's give Zach a little credit. Channel 9 right now has has Bill Keller live at the airport.
It's happening.
And you remember for the last handful of days, it's been like, look, Wednesday is the real ID deadline. And if you don't get your real ID by Wednesday, it might be dicey for you, right? It might be a pain in the ass, and expect really long lines because of the confusion at the airport. So Bill Keller is broadcasting Channel 9 morning show from the airport. And in the background, you can see the digital board that says how long the TSA line is, how long the security line is. And it says all passengers expect a 5-minute wait.
Yep.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. So the confusion and the chaos and the panic right now at MSP, expect up to 5 minutes because of the real ID confusion.
I can't stand that. 5 minutes.
There was nobody at the airport, like 0 people. It looked like he was broadcasting in a soundstage.
That's funny.
Well, so anyway, if you're traveling today, don't worry about it. And if you have a real ID, you're going to be more than fine.
Yeah, just take your passport if you don't.
Yep.
Hey, Saucy?
Yes, sir.
Would Pete Sauce has that press release about the JJ House thing? Will you just look it at his phone?
I got it right here.
Oh, you got it too? Okay.
Make Sauce read it.
Can I read this really quick?
Yeah, you read that first, and then Sauce can read the JJ story.
Let's read
We
together.
had a great time yesterday before the game, and we're going to howl at the homies once again following Game 2 tomorrow. It's presented by Youngsteads. Join Max and Parker live from Target Center as they recap Game 2 of the Wolves at Warriors, and they will take your questions as well. Catch it right here at KFAN on the iHeartRadio app or watch live at KFAN.com/watch. And speaking of KFAN.com/watch, the Power Hour is live, and you can watch Sauce read this thing now. Sauce?
Hang on.
One of us.
Is this real?
What do you mean is it real?
Well, let's read and find out.
Yeah. Is it not real?
I don't know. It's
I was
on a website
skeptical.
with a ton of pop-ups and...
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, it was a lot of
It's
pop-ups.
on newsstation2.com.
That sounds fake, but let's read it and decide together. It's more about you reading than the actual
write a fake story about him doing something good? That sucks.
Because people share it, and then they get the clicks.
All right, let's decide for ourselves.
Hold
Sauce.
on, I got to block all these pop-ups.
Well,
Viking star Justin Jefferson and teammates invest $5.8 million to transform historic home into shelter for homeless seniors in Minnesota. In an unprecedented move that has captured the hearts of Minnesotans. Hold on, more.
All right.
It's not real. Then you're right.
No.
Son of a
No.
bee.
Dang
Well,
it.
you know what? It's
Lot of
something he would
pop-ups.
do
Yeah.
It does sound like something he would do.
for the seniors.
And the terrible news is Pete Sauce is back on the street.
Oh, Pete Sauce.
Pizza. That house doesn't belong to Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, Pete
Get
Sauce,
out
you
of
gotta go.
Get out of there.
Some guy
Justin said I could live
with a JJ jersey just said, "Pizza House right this way." Just opened a stranger's door.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time.
No.
Crap. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I fell for it. It just seemed like something he'd do, right?
Yeah, he's a great dude.
And that's why these terrible people do those things, man.
Yeah, AJ.
Yeah.
It was AJ.
He wrote
Sure it was.
Oh, way to
Such a
go.
horrible human.
Looking for clicks.
Oh, that's sad.
Here's I'm gonna play Mike Conley. He says everything's gonna be all right for your Wolves.
I expect a response. We all felt like we played about as bad as we could. Give them credit, but we weren't there all the way. A lot of mental errors, a lot of mental mistakes, and a lot of things that we know we can change. I think we'll be ready.
See, it's gonna be cool,
I
guys.
agree. Paul, your hands up.
Does Hawk know what position Mike Conley plays?
Missionary.
Oh, boy.
Do you think he does?
I don't know. I think Parrish does because he lives by him.
Are
and
you
I think,
willing to bet a Caniac? I bet a Caniac that he can.
I think he can too. I think he can.
Damn it. I mean, it depends on how specific we want to make him be, but take a shot at it, Chris. What position does Mike Conley play?
I have no idea, but he doesn't look like a big guy, so I'm gonna say point guard.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Good job, Hogs.
Thanks. But I really didn't know. He lives
the
by
right
your
answer.
parish?
Yeah, he's one of my sister-in-law's neighbors right
Is that
across
right?
the street. Yeah, like
Do you guys high five?
yeah, I met him once. Really super nice guy. Incredibly nice human being. Yeah, his son and my nephew Deanzo are like best friends.
Deanzo?
Dean,
Yeah.
little Dean.
Deanzo, baby.
Dean, the hockey machine?
Yeah, he's super nice guy. Yeah.
How do you spell Zo?
Couldn't be more. Z-O.
Strange last name?
Yeah. Dean. So that was it. And I wish I had more basketball,
cool, man.
but
That's
that's
good.
all I got.
That's
I felt like there was a real
No, I'm-
solid recap of Mike Conley's
Yeah.
personality,
No,
which is
great guy.
overwhelmingly nice.
Super laid back, great guy, big fan.
Me too.
Let's go Wolves.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by Builders and Remodelers.
Yeah, I love Builders and Remodelers. Let's go.
They lost last night. They missed 1 million threes. 1.6 million three-pointers were shot, and none of them were made. 99-88, the Warriors beat the Wolves, mostly without Steph Curry. Hamstring problem in the second quarter, never returned.
Oh.
So, by the way, from a gamesmanship perspective, or is this a gambling thing? I have a serious question, because I think I should know this by now, but I don't. They reported pretty quickly on TNT that the Warriors had said he will not return, right? How quickly? Obviously, we know that, like with the NFL injury reports, they have to be as honest as possible. They can get in trouble because they don't want any kind of corruption when it comes to the gambling aspect of it, right? But if you're Steph Curry and you were hobbling around there for 60 seconds, and then as soon as the dead ball goes, you run back to the locker room, hobble back to the locker room, and they announced really quickly he is not going to return.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you make the Wolves sweat it a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it changes the game at all. I don't know if it helps at all. Or wouldn't you at least make him sweat?
Do the questionable bit.
Exactly. And then halfway through the fourth, say he's not coming back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder why they announced it so quickly. And I wonder if the Warriors are, quote, required.
Well, and the other thing, too,
to say as soon as they know.
Disclosure is with the NBA.
Couldn't you just wink at Curry and go, you might come back, right? And he's like, well, no, I mean, this is a disaster. No, but it's possible, right?
Yeah.
We could probably massage this out and you might come back. Yeah. I might come back.
Yeah,
And
I think
sit on the bench just in case.
The weird part was Shams went with it first, right? So that means he got it from somebody
from the Warriors.
Deep, deep inside, right? So
Ta-da. Wasn't me then.
Oh,
it's a series changer. It was a game changer, we thought, but then they ended up pulling away even more without Steph Curry. But it is definitely a series-changing injury if he misses more than tomorrow. But again, Kerr expects him to miss tomorrow, and an MRI today on Steph Curry's hamstring.
Hey, Curry.
I just don't think they can beat us if he doesn't play, but we'll see.
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't for sure. That's definitive, but I just don't think they can without Steph. Yes, Christopher.
Can I tell you what really matters while we're doing this?
Of course. What really matters is this.
Because I got a great one. Oh, no. There's an orangutan in San Diego in the zoo.
Yeah?
In 1980s, he escaped his enclosure 3 times. All he did was go hang out with other animals and then go to a different orangutan enclosure and throw rocks at his rival. And then he would go out into the hall and take photos with tourists. He never acted aggressively towards anybody. He just liked getting out and hanging out. His name was Ken Allen.
Oh. He had a full person's name.
Yeah.
Ken Allen.
Yep, that was his name. And he would just hang out.
Allen?
Yeah, and that's right.
Ken Allen.
Yeah, Ken Allen.
Yeah,
I love this that he would go to the top of the enclosure and throw rocks at the other guys.
That's
You cannot
awesome.
get this.
Yeah.
Hang on, is there any chance that his name was like Pickles, but he had an ID that said Ken Allen that gave him access to the rest of the zoo? And the security was just piss poor?
Yeah.
Right this way, Mr. Allen.
Brilliant.
Just throws rocks at his rival. What do you think his rival's name was, Sauce?
I think his rival's name was Dusty Bridges.
That's a terrible name.
It's as good as any other, I guess.
I thought you were going Dusty Bottoms for sure from
an
Three
abnormally
Amigos.
Yeah, good call.
I know my family's
Lucky
disappointed
day.
in me,
Yeah.
but when I can feel Pete Sauce's disappointment right next to me when I can't come up with a last name.
Or any name would have worked.
Any.
Any two
Dusty
words.
Lambert would have worked.
Sure.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
Table
that.
window would
They
have
didn't,
worked.
they didn't dig real deep for Ken Allen.
Ken Allen. So he's no longer with us, though? Because you said that was in the 80s?
He's gone now.
Oh, man.
How long do they
He's gone.
live?
How long do they live in
Orangutan.
captivity?
I don't know. I think the rival got him.
How do you spell orangutan?
How do you think you spell it?
Well, that's definitely not an A, I guess.
Right turn.
You thought it started with an A?
I've never seen the word orangutan.
How is that possible?
Come on. Even I know.
You live in America, correct?
It's O.
That's a good start.
R.
You go into the mall later?
A-N-G. Is it U-T-U-A-N?
Drop that second
You were
U.
so close.
Yeah.
They live into their
pull.
50s, man. In captivity, they can live even longer, 60 or 70 years old.
Okay, then are we sure he's gone?
Yeah, correct.
Can we
Ken
book
Allen.
Ken
There he
Allen on the
Oh,
show?
my God, I got bad news. Are you sitting down?
What?
Of course.
We've lost Ken Allen.
Did his rival kill him?
He developed B-cell lymphoma
Yeah,
and
because
was euthanized on December 1st, 2000.
Yeah, he didn't last
2000?
long.
He was 29 years old.
the fourth thing he liked to do was smoke cigs.
Yeah, he loved darts.
He did.
Oh,
So-
God.
Love darts.
So this newspaper in San Diego says, though, that his death was suspicious and that the most likely suspect was Dusty Bridges.
See? I was right.
Who the hell is Dusty Bridges? Oh, his rival.
His rival.
Didn't like those rocks.
No.
I'd
Not
like to
Jeff
tell you-
or Lloyd or what's the other one?
I'd like to tell you about a human.
Bo, yeah, good call.
Can I tell you about a human by the name of Michael Orchard?
Michael Orchard.
Yeah, that boy's a hero. That boy's going to jail. Michael Orchard broke into his neighbor's burning home and rescued their dog. The house was on fire. He rescued their doggie. He was a hero.
That is very heroic.
That's
But
right.
My guess is he stole something while he was in there.
No, later he found out that the fire wasn't real. He was on LSD.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that bit, yeah.
So instead, the family watched the man run in the house,
Yeah.
steal a dog, and run out,
Get out!
Yeah.
and then claiming he's a hero.
Yeah. I saw that the other day.
All right, so now I have a legal question. Let's say I try to rob a house, right? I go in there and I steal some diamonds, and then I run out, and they go, "You're stealing diamonds," and I'll go, "No, I saved them from a fire. I'm on LSD."
Right.
I'd have to prove that I was on LSD, correct?
Probably, yeah.
How long does that
Yeah.
stay in your system? Because otherwise, just scream LSD if you ever get caught robbing.
Isn't that one of those drugs that doesn't, like, you can't
I don't
test
think it
for?
leaves.
I have no idea.
Yeah, and I don't think it leaves your system.
I don't know.
Ever?
I don't know. I'm just saying things.
LSD is not, it is possible. Okay, it is possible to test. It's not commonly tested.
How long is it in your system? How long can they test for it? Because I want to know how long I can use it as an excuse if the heist goes south.
Detective. Like, how long is LSD detectable Reddit? People know.
Yeah.
Reddit's fun.
2 to 4 days.
See?
2 to 4 days.
2 to 4 days.
So if you get caught then you can take it, and they won't know when you took it.
Or if it's like today, I'll just go, well, I took LSD on Monday, so I'm still tripping balls.
Yeah.
So sorry, thought I was a hero.
Yeah, I'm really into
What
the
did I
string
take?
cheese incident.
And move those balls so I don't keep tripping.
Wow.
Well, aren't there like flashbacks? Like we're like
Oh, yeah,
10,
that's
20 years in a
Possible thing.
later?
Yeah.
Yeah. Possible thing.
Like deja vu.
One bad trip could be the
Yeah.
last one.
Yeah, I've never done it.
People talk about like you can do LSD and then they have 10, 15 years go by and you can all of a sudden have a big flashback and you get all
weirded out.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me.
House on fire.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I was looking at the wall.
Mark Parrish,
What?
I want to tell you about Frank Selak.
Oh.
Yeah?
Frank, 85-year-old man. I don't know if he's still alive. This was in 2024. He was 85 years old. Here's what he had done in his life. He survived a train crash that killed 17 people. He was blown out of a plane that killed 19. He lived. A bus accident. He was in the bus, killed 4 people. He lived. There were 2 different car explosions that he was near. He did get hit by a bus once. That one almost got him, but he lived. He won the lottery once.
You won the lottery a bunch of times.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
Selak.
I mean, you talk about planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah.
That's
Great film.
incredible.
Yeah.
Or
Can I just ask one
odds are
question?
astronomical for somebody to go through all that.
Outside of winning the lottery, are we 100% sure he wasn't responsible for all of the rest of them? It's
No,
too
we're
much
not.
of a coincidence.
You're right. That's
true.
Maybe he
Yeah.
crashed the plane,
might be
Great
right.
point.
There's
derailed the
definitely-
train.
Definitely some red string that can be tied around a couple of these things, I would think.
Or maybe he's Bruce Willis in Unbreakable, which is a
Yeah.
very, very, very good movie.
Is it?
It was before M. Night Shyamalan fell off the face of the earth.
That's right.
Unbreakable's good.
I've not seen it.
You would like it. It's
He
good.
played Larry Reynolds.
That's the character?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Actually, his name is David.
Bridges.
Lee Roth.
I think it's Dunn.
David Dung.
I think it's David Dunn.
Oh, I think actually, you know what?
Dunn.
Now you said that, you're right.
David Dunn? That sounds
Good
right.
film. Good film. The last one was really good.
I didn't see any of the sequels. I just saw the first one.
You
How about, let me tell you
are
about,
correct.
It's David Dunn?
Yeah.
let me tell you about 10-year-old Floridian girl, Juliana Osa. An alligator had her by the leg, pulling her into the water. She fought him off, got out of his mouth by sticking both her fingers in his nose. He opened up his mouth. She got out, swam away.
Man, it's one of the weirdest things about Shark Week, right? Is you got to poke them in the eye.
Poke their
And
eyeballs.
I can't imagine this gal doing it with a gator or anybody doing it with a shark. How do you wrap your head around the situation and remain calm enough to go, all right, I know my leg's probably going to be severed. Like I'm losing my leg, if not my life. But I'm just going to calmly poke this thing in the eye and hope it works.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And she basically plugged its nose and it let her go.
Wow.
That's a smart ass girl right there.
That's
Yeah, man.
incredible.
Said she saw it on something called, she went to a place called Gatorland, where they had alligators, and somebody had said, if you get, you got to stick your fingers in their nose and they'll open their mouth. And she remembered that and did it, and it worked.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
What kind of damage, though?
Just stitches and such.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't lose a limb, though.
Luckily,
Nope.
it just did.
Nope.
Damn.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Gatorland. I've been to Gator World, but not Land.
Yeah.
So,
I've been either.
Gator World is in Florida,
Yes.
Gator Land is in California.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're both astronomically expensive.
It's not,
Very.
I haven't been to either.
But worth it.
Your dad never
memories.
took you to Disney?
The memories.
Or Gator World?
No. Terrible childhood.
Horrible father.
Well, you also had an uncle that brought you to Major League when you were about 5 years old.
This guy right here, yeah.
And to girls and
Yeah, and the scent of a woman.
yeah, and I can't think of a strip club. Sheiks. Took you to Sheiks when you were 3.
I mean, I'd probably been to Sheiks with Peter when I was of age.
Well,
Probably.
Yeah, no, I have.
All right, headlines next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show. Your home of the Minnesota Timberwolves are down 0-1, but game 2 tomorrow night, they'll bounce back at Target Center. Hey, shout out to Chef Reactions if you're listening, too. He's in the Twin Cities. Why can't we get him in?
yeah, what's up, buddy? Came
Zach
up to
reached out, man.
That guy's the
Zach
best.
reached out.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Chef Reactions, man. We want to see you in studio. You came out to the State Fair with us. Have a seat. Game 2 tomorrow. Headlines next. Power Trip Morning Show fan.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Hi, this is Javon, your Blinds.com design consultant.
Oh, wow. A real person.
Yep. I'm here to help with everything from selecting the perfect window treatments to...
Well, I've got a complicated project.
No problem. We make the complex simple. I can even help schedule a professional measure and install.
I didn't realize you did that.
We can also send you samples fast and free.
Wow. I mean, I always thought I needed a designer to come to my home, but scheduling's always a nightmare.
Not with Blinds.com. We're on your schedule. And there's no haggling, pressure, or hidden fees either.
I just might have to do more.
Whatever you need. How about you tell me what you had in mind?
Okay, then. So the first room we're looking at is for guests coming over, and I'm thinking of something...
Blinds.com has covered over 25 million windows, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Shop Blinds.com now and get up to 50% off with minimum purchase. Rules and restrictions may apply.
The wait is almost over. Get ready for the NFL season like never before with the highly anticipated 2025 NFL schedule release. Every rivalry, every rematch, every rookie debut, every game revealed. The dates will be set, primetime matchups will be known, and the road to the Super Bowl starts here. The full NFL schedule release, Wednesday, May 14th. Get all of the details at NFL.com/schedule release.
In the heat of battle, your squad relies on you. Don't let them down. Unlock elite gaming tech at Lenovo.com. Dominate every match with next-level speed, seamless streaming, and performance that won't quit, so you can push your gameplay beyond performance with Intel Core Ultra processors. For the next era of gaming, upgrade to smooth, high-quality streaming with Intel Wi-Fi 6E and maximize game performance with enhanced overclocking. Win the tech search. Power up at Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Hey,
I know you you got something to say, Zacho, don't you? I know you do, buddy, and I want to hear it too, brother, because when you talk, I listen.
You know Carboni's pizza, right?
I love You know how much Carboni's pizza I've eaten? A lot.
Yeah,
I love it.
They want to fuel your playoff party.
They want to do what now?
Fuel your...
Fuel it. Oh, okay, thank you. I thought you said fuel, and I'm like...
That's right.
Hemorrhage and...
What? Thank you, Fuel.
Yeah. Fuel's a great band.
Great band.
They want to fuel your playoff party. Visit one of their 30-plus locations to enjoy delicious pizza and get ready for the playoff run. Find your nearest Carboni today, carbonispizza.com.
I had no idea they had 30 locations.
I didn't know that
30?
either.
Oh, wow.
Carboni's is great.
One by my house is great. They switched to Coke products a few years ago, and that's
quit bragging.
I
They
love
got one
them.
in Long Lake,
Love
one
them
out in Mound.
Yeah, that lake is pretty long.
Can I tell you guys another terrible story?
Of course. Can we start headlines with it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Let's do that.
Right.
Yes.
Now it's time for Headlines.
Headlines brought to you by my friends at Wolf River Electric and wolfriverelectric.com. Go solar with Wolf River. I had dinner with those guys last night. They're super nice. And I kind of embarrassed myself temporarily, but I also made myself feel super, super old.
Yeah.
So Vlad from Wolf River, I hadn't met him before. Nice guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, long drive? Or like, where are you headed? Like, basically where you live, right? See how far of a drive home he had after dinner. And he goes, I live in North Branch. I'm like, oh, North Branch? I'm like, that was my rival. I went to school in Chisago, so North Branch was our big rival. And he goes, oh, my wife's from Chisago. And I'm like, oh, what's her name? Maybe I know her. And he goes, well, she's 99. And I'm like, well, I was class of 98. And he goes, no. That's
old.
She was born in 99.
Oh.
And I go, oh, then I don't know her.
Yeah.
Don't know her. And now I feel super, super old.
And that's really interesting because...
super old.
It's really interesting because this is new for me. Hey, it's Chris Hockey here for...
Oh, man.
Well, at least you didn't yell at him about a documentary you didn't want to watch.
It was very fair. No, but my sister was class of 99, so I was 98. And I'm like, okay, if she was 99, I probably know her, but my sister definitely knows her. What's her? No, she's just like 25 or 26 years old.
Yep.
And wasn't born when I graduated.
Yeah.
Wasn't born.
Yeah.
So she went to
school with her mom.
That's what I should have asked. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a great question. Maybe I know her mom. Maybe her mom shot me down 26 years ago.
You know what? Just let it lay. That's all I'm saying. Just maybe let it go.
Just to be better be safe.
I don't want to talk about it and move on.
Yeah.
Mom still single or what's her deal? Anyway. So that was fun.
Yeah.
I feel old.
Here's something less fun. Dateline Cleveland, Ohio. You put yourself in this position. You own a little family-owned business called Ray's Sausage. Right? And people are complaining. And you yourself there in Cleveland are feeling bad because something reeks. And your neighbors are PO'd at you. You tear out and replace the sewer. Cleveland starts thinking about actually relocating you because your business smells so bad. You're making sausage. You know, it doesn't smell great to make sausage, but it doesn't smell this bad. It's getting worse and worse. You can't figure out what the hell the deal is. Mayor comes to visit you. We got to do something about this. Your neighbors are probably, I know. 4 years. 4 years this went on. They couldn't figure it out. They're going to kick him out of town. And then they find out. The smell is the bodies from the serial killer next door.
Get out of here.
I'm not kidding. 11 bodies.
Oh.
2009. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
All right. Super dumb question.
Yeah.
4 years? It smells, a dead body smells that bad for that long?
Well, it was 11 different bodies.
But still.
At different times. But
so he kept killing.
Yeah.
But even so, even to spread 11 over 4 years.
Yeah.
Wow. I have a lot of questions to.
Oh, my.
Ooh, somebody in mortuary sciences.
Right. Yeah.
Man.
But, it isn't exactly, it doesn't exactly smell good to, grind out thousands of pounds of sausage. But this was ridiculous. And of course, they found out it had nothing to do with the little place.
All right.
It's still there, by the way.
I swear to you guys, I'm not a serial killer.
Oh, no.
However.
What did he do wrong?
However. No.
Okay.
Is there any chance
Yeah.
that he did this intentionally located next to that to cover
because
it up?
of the smell.
That's kind of genius.
1,000%.
For sure he was.
Or is he a psycho and not capable of processing that much logic? Because that's an unbelievable angle.
It is.
But it might give a potential serial killer an idea in the future. Like, where could I hide bodies where the smell is going to be so bad?
Nobody in particular, just somebody,
Yeah, not me.
No.
I don't have a list.
No.
Yet. I don't know why I looked right at Zach when I said that.
Wow.
I hope I'm not first.
No, you're not even on the list. I like you. I'm going to miss you next week. You're clever, man.
I don't want to be first.
You'd be all right with second or third?
No. Well, I want to sweat it a little bit. Like, am I,
Zach, I'm going to give, this is the compliment I'm going to give you. Here's how much I like you. I respect you so much that if I were to kill you, I would keep you alive long enough to give you an opportunity to suspect that it's me and to suspect that it's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because it would be fun for you because you're the kind of guy that you would like to go, guys, I think it's Corey. And then be like, it doesn't make sense. And then you're dead within 24 hours.
Yeah.
That you would be right. You have figured it out and then you're gone.
Yeah, I got no interest in being right.
Well, Zach, but aren't you the guy that you said, what was the bit that you said that you wanted to die and make the news, but you would like to die young and make the news? Or
I wouldn't want to die young, but I think it was just,
What was your theory again?
I just, you want to be notable, right? You just don't want to be like a little blurb in the paper, man. You want
So you would like to be a serial killer victim because then at least you're part of history.
Right.
Okay.
Now, see,
I'll make that note just in case.
I completely misheard you because I know you're an artist, Zach, and I thought you wanted to die making nudes.
I mean, probably.
If I know Corey, that's how he'll kill me.
Yep.
What do you mean?
You'll strip him
I'll
down.
be nude or you'll be nude?
Me,
Okay,
probably.
Yeah.
I got to run away. I mean, that would draw, some kind of a reaction, negative and positive, probably a mix.
Yep, I'm going to walk by Corey's house and go, somebody making sausage around here?
You don't want to see how that sausage is made.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
Your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, I got one after you're done, too.
A 7-year-old boy wanted a Happy Meal.
Yeah, right, he does.
So he drove his little sister, which means younger than 7. Drove his sister 9 miles in his mom's SUV to get a McDonald's Happy Meal. His mom said he is, quote, grounded for life.
Yeah, Sauce would have done that.
7. Yeah.
7. I don't understand how a 7-year-old can even, unless this is just a huge bitch. How does a 7-year-old have the legs to reach the pedal, reach the brake?
Yeah, that's a great point.
See over the top of the dashboard. Good luck to a 7-year-old, but this kid must be a little bit taller than the average 7-year-old.
Paying attention how it works, everything.
Figured it out.
Jeez.
Yeah, that is impressive.
What a great prank, by the way. Like, if you had a self-driving car, to get in the back seat and then put your kids in the front seat when you go through a McDonald's drive-thru and just have them order and just have it self-drive.
Charles, order me some food.
I believe that was, that was the parent acting like the 7-year-old was his chauffeur named Charles.
That's right. Thank you. You get me.
Yeah, I get you.
You get me.
I think that's what that was.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you got it. Thomas Andrews was the chief naval architect, Corey, for the RMS Titanic.
He did a great job.
He accompanied the ship on its maiden voyage. Andrews was aware and had made note that the Titanic would be vulnerable in ice-laden waters.
Cool. So what was the first path they took?
Right. And originally, he called for the Titanic to be equipped with 46 lifeboats. Instead, for cost restraints, they went with 20.
Ooh. That's fewer.
Yeah. Andrews heroically got many people into the lifeboats there did have. He was last seen in the first-class smoking lounge weeping, and his body was never recovered. He tried to tell him.
I thought you were going to say he threw on a wig and said women and children first.
Oh, Charles.
on the way.
Charles.
Yeah.
Oh, never found him, huh?
Never find him.
But he did have a wonderful cigarette as he went down.
You think he did? He was just tossing back a Marby?
Oh, yeah. I think I would. If I knew I was on a sinking ship,
that would be the thing you would do.
I would just start lighting up cigarettes.
Not me, man.
No way.
Nope. I'd be throwing women and children out of boats.
Like Billy Zane. And, that's one of the most misleading scenes in the final couple of scenes there at Titanic is that old couple that is cuddling and holding each other as the water starts rushing in. And you're going, what a beautiful moment, right? They're going to die together. They're going to be together in their final moments. And what you don't see is how they basically turn into a human washing machine and get ragdolled to their death.
Correct.
As they're separated by the sheer force of the water and are thrown in 37 directions as they are drowning in pure horror. So what a lovely scene.
What did you call her?
You've Googled
but she's
that.
pure, so.
Those were his final 2 words. Yeah. Let go of me, you pure whore. I'm going to swim for it. Why are we cuddling? You know I wanted to be Little Spoon. It's my final moment.
My way out.
Yeah, this is terrible, but I just love you so much.
It turns into Charlie Buck and his grandpa. No, keep doing that. We'll go to the surface.
Man, the last thing I'm going to smell on Earth. I got to move the stomach.
I can see the moon. Keep going.
We're almost there.
They passed Leo on the way up.
Eat more spaghetti, Bill.
That was the nice gentleman that won his way on playing cards. There he goes. Whoa,
they lived, but they were shunned by society.
And poor Leo went to heaven with pink eye.
Oh, man. That movie, though.
I know.
Very good.
It's just great.
It is really good.
Yeah, just great.
All right, anyway. All right, my turn?
Yeah.
By the way, I saw the text 20 minutes late, but Tommy was at the airport this morning. He's like, I can give you a live update of these terrible lines, because, of course, there's no line at the airport. But Tommy was there. Apparently, he's flying out this morning.
Oh, bye, Thomas.
Speaking of airports, A man was arrested after sitting naked at a St. Louis airport terminal. Just sitting there naked.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was hot.
What have we learned this morning? What should he scream at the top of his lungs?
I'm on acid.
I'm on LSD. All right, you're going to get in trouble for the LSD. Maybe they don't hit you as hard with the old public nudity thing. Yeah. I'm on LSD. I took it on Monday.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. What are you talking about? That's my thing.
Yeah. But what really matters is this.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. I think I've said this before, but I don't know if I had this kind of detail. In 1957, Philadelphia Phillies' Richie Ashburn hit a foul ball into the stands, and it struck a spectator, Alice Roth, a sports reporter's wife, and broke her nose. Play resumed a few moments later. Ashburn fouled off another hit, and it struck her while she was being carried off in a stretcher.
My God!
Are you kidding me?
No,
That's horrible luck.
Yeah.
That seems like a scene on a Naked Gun.
Sauce.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's no right answer. I just want to hear your logic on the air. And the Twin Cities in the greater upper Midwest they want to hear it too. Try to calculate the odds of that happening. Go.
Well, there's probably 25 foul balls a game. I say it's 1 in 10 million.
But how did you get to that number?
Just guessed.
All right, so we got no insight on your thought process.
Okay,
perfect.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Burger King is apparently going to face a lawsuit. I've heard this in the past, but maybe it's now actually happening. Burger King is going to face a lawsuit claiming that they have misled their customers with advertisements that make the Whoppers look way larger than they actually are.
Oh, wow.
You know, we see this from time to time. Somebody threatens to sue a major corporation, and it's probably just so they can try to get a settlement.
Yes.
But I guess they're facing a lawsuit saying, hey, man, nice shot. The Whoppers aren't that big. They're not Whoppers of Whoppers. So, don't know. I have no idea from a legal perspective if they have any grounds for this, but they're going to go for it. Best of luck.
Yeah,
to that lawsuit. Back to you.
Okay. In East Africa, army ants are used as natural sutures. The ants' jaws are so powerful, the natives use them to staple wounds together by forcing them to bite and then breaking off their body from their head.
Jeez.
That's Apocalypto. It's in that movie.
Never saw that. Yeah. That's the Mel Gibson movie.
I never saw it either.
There's a scene where that's exactly what they do.
Worth seeing or not? No,
not really. I
Is there
mean,
a scene
if you
where
got
Mel's-
like 3 hours to kill and
I
you don't
don't.
want to hear any dialogue whatsoever,
Right. Is
That
there a
sounds
scene
nice.
where Mel goes, I swear I had a wound on my wiener?
Wow. You've seen it.
I asked. Is there
a scene where Mel just randomly stops and goes, let me tell you about a certain group of people I'd like to discuss?
Wow, Mel.
Do you guys remember a couple weeks ago when
No.
we learned that Paul Charchian is getting the hell out of here and he's moving to Utah?
I heard about that. Yeah.
He's already gone.
back?
No, he's already gone.
Oh.
Charge is already gone.
So Charch is a
Interesting
smart
guy.
dude, right? Charch is a smart guy. He's analytic.
Yeah.
He in fantasy football, you have to try to predict the future. You got to see what's coming right before it happens.
He sees it clearly.
U.S. News and World Report did a study, and they do one every year, and they rank the 50 states based on everything from education, healthcare, infrastructure, economy. Minnesota is ranked 4th. Fantastic.
Hey, good for us.
We finished 4th.
Way to go, guys. You did it. You did it, guys. You did it.
Awesome state.
Yeah.
Lived here my whole life.
You did it.
No state is perfect, but I think the state kicks ass.
Yeah,
Amen.
big fan.
Amen.
Big fan. Utah's number 1.
Wow.
Is Charch just upgrading?
Yeah,
New Hampshire is 2nd, Idaho 3, Minnesota 4. But Utah is number 1. And Charch was telling me when I was asking him about the place that he was moving to, I'm like, so what is it, like a bunch of like crazy Mormons and like Mormon rules and like, is it like
swingers?
Right, or what are you going to do there? Is it
Your
like
mic's on.
Sorry?
and he basically said, like, you know, the THC laws are different. There's some alcohol laws that are different. But he said his neighborhood, all transplants.
Whoa.
Everybody's moving in from all over the country to get out in transplants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Either way's good.
Well, yeah,
I don't think Utah's that progressive yet.
They were daisies. Now they're.
He said, no, but he said basically it's people from all over the country just wanting to buy awesome property and like just picturesque, angelic backgrounds.
Wow.
He's like, almost none of my neighbors are from Utah.
Good for him.
I knew nothing about Utah before last year, and it's
spectacular.
Amazing. It's
It is a
unbelievable.
beautiful
Is that where you
place.
spent 6 days?
It was one of those drives that, like, I think I've talked about this before. If I'm in the future, if I could go to Vegas but fly to Denver and then drive from Denver to Vegas again, I had the time and resources, I would. It's unbelievable. That drive is.
Yeah.
There's just so many amazing things along the way, and I haven't been to Salt Lake City yet. I've heard that's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
And obviously all the sports and everything, that whole scene. The Olympics are coming there.
The Mammoth are coming there.
The Mammoth.
That's a sweet name.
Yeah,
it's fine.
The baby one with the fur?
Yeah.
Oh.
The worst state in the union, according to U.S. News and World Report.
Don't say it.
Mississippi.
It's third from the bottom.
West Virginia.
That is fifth from the bottom.
Louisiana.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Wow. The bottom 5, Louisiana, Alaska, Mississippi, New Mexico, West Virginia, Alabama. And Wisconsin.
Is it really?
No.
Yeah.
Damn it.
They get too much credit.
They get too much credit?
Who's that?
That's a website I use for porn.
Well, man, you said it. Oh.
Just thinking about what the GR could mean.
Yeah. Well, I like what I like. Whatever.
Yeah, leave him alone.
Yeah.
They're basically his age, too.
All right, you got more?
I do. I
Back
think
to you.
you might have known this because you're a game show fanatic.
Go on.
Jeopardy's classic theme song was written by Merv Griffin. You probably knew that.
I think we've talked about that in the past.
Did you know he wrote it? And you'll know this. I think you'll say that makes sense. He wrote it as a lullaby for his son.
Yeah, I think. I didn't know that until we have talked about that though on the past in this show. That's really cool.
Wow.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm falling asleep.
See?
Man, I love Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Jeopardy Masters going on right now. That's all the guys and gals that have won 5 games or more in the last year. And then hang on. That's the Tournament of Champions. This is like the freaks of all freaks. These are the ones that like dominated.
Yeah.
So this is like the all-star games.
So as Rosie would say, all men.
There's a couple of gals, but yes, Rosie would assume it's all dudes.
Yeah.
These are the ones that honestly, I get maybe 3 questions around. You know what I'm saying? They're just really hard. Really. These are the smartest people on that show. It's crazy. No chance at Final Jeopardy ever, right? It's always some author I've never heard of.
I'm not watching.
From Russia and 100 years. Who knows? Anyway.
What?
How do we feel about this?
I like it.
Well,
Soundgarden still plans to release its final album with Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, that's sweet.
What's taking so long? If they were going to do it, was there a legal reason they couldn't do it? That part makes sense.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
I think there was some sort of
his wife.
estate.
Yeah.
She didn't want it out, or she wanted all of the money, or what was the deal?
I believe she did not want it out. Am I right, Zach? Does that ring a bell to you?
It's something. I don't know if it was money or intention related, but there was pending lawsuits. I know with her and his estate. So.
Well, speaking of lawsuits, before I throw it back to you, Chris, this is kind of what I was talking about with Burger King. How about this? A University of Colorado fan is suing the NFL for $100 million because of the emotional distress that he suffered when Shedeur Sanders dropped to the 5th round of the draft.
Are you kidding me?
That's
goodness.
Wow.
How quickly will that get dismissed?
Wow. I sure hope so.
Wow.
I sure hope so.
Back to you.
Hawk, here's the quick story on that album. For years, the LP has remained in rock purgatory because Vicky Cornell claims that they were trying to basically cut her out of his royalty payments.
So she's back in, and then now they're going to release it, or whatever. They got to figure it out.
Yeah.
What if it's like legendarily good, not just Soundgarden good? What if it's like, oh my gosh,
their best album ever?
Yeah, and my guess is it won't be because it's not the prime of their career.
Super Unknown is their best album.
So good.
Yeah, there's some.
Super Unknown is outstanding.
Yeah.
But what if it's just got a couple of just slammers?
They probably will,
like
man.
Spoon Man 2.
What if that's the exact title?
That'd be sweet. I love that song.
What if it's Fork Man?
That's preposterous.
Or what about Black Hole Moon?
Oh, man. Yeah.
Sauce, do another one.
What about Super Known? What if that's the name of the album? Didn't think I could piece that
I didn't
together.
think you could. That was better than I thought you were going to do.
Thank you.
I thought you were going to say something about a butter knife.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. I'm not smart.
Yeah.
No, you did. I said I gave you a compliment.
Show me how to die.
Oh, see, that's real. That's
What
real
ugly
good.
noose?
Yeah. What about
crusty?
What about Your Wave?
Yeah.
I guess I only know the hit.
There's that.
Part of the reason Zima was really, really popular for a short time wasn't just because of Dateline.
Great line.
But there was an urban legend that said Zima was not detectable on breathalyzers. Of course, that was not true.
I remember that rumor.
Oh, yeah.
But the young and
I
gullible
remember that.
believed it, so
Yep.
they drank it thinking that they could
Yeah.
DWI it. And of
Totally
course,
remember that.
That was not true. Really?
Yep.
Yeah, it was everywhere when, we started to
That
party
stuff
in high
tasted
school because it was
terrible.
Oh, hideous. And people would put Jolly Ranchers in it to make it taste better.
That was the best part.
Yeah. Ugh.
Jolly Ranchers
No
kick
kidding, I
ass.
never heard that.
Yeah,
Really?
You'd put one in the bottom and it would fizz up because of the carbonation. It would taste like the Jolly Rancher.
That's a good idea because, man, the regular taste was
Is it still
terrible.
a thing?
I don't know.
I don't think it's still available.
Never had a Zima.
It tasted
You're not
like
missing much.
it was a medicine.
Never. It's basically, Zima was basically what a White Claw, right? It was
Except White Claws actually tasted good.
Well, yeah. White Claw.
Still do, probably.
Yeah.
A few years ago, David Spade said he
high-noon
turned down a pitch for Tommy Boy 2. It would have been about the children of his and Chris Farley's characters, but he didn't want to do it, obviously, without Chris Farley.
Yeah.
Who is so desperate for ideas? They're like, what if we do Tommy Boy 2?
And that's Black Sheep.
But I'm saying, like, who thinks now that would work without Farley?
Would not.
That's clinging to nothing. Zach, your hands up.
No, I'm just there. It would be
the money.
The money. That's
Yep. Speaking of that, how about this? Same thing. The director of 10 Things I Hate About You is developing a sequel. How can you do that movie without Heath Ledger?
Yeah.
Did he find another thing or is there one less?
It's still 10 things.
Is it 10? Oh, okay.
It's still 10.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's a good point. Shouldn't it be like 11
Yeah.
things I hate about
right,
you?
right.
Or some other Shakespeare
It probably
reference?
will be.
Jeez. That movie kicks ass, man. I've seen that 1,000
You
times.
do like it more than anybody else.
It's a good movie.
Heath Ledger, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like when
Heath
he
Ledger.
sings.
I do like when he sings to Julia Stiles.
Yeah. Great bit.
Yeah. All right, the Wolves lost. We'll figure it out.
They're gonna
9 to
win
noon, we'll
tomorrow.
have them
Made you
covered.
feel better, right?
They are going to win tomorrow.
Cindy
And they're
is
going to
in
win
for
this series.
PA.
Oh, there you go. He'll break it down. They're going to win tomorrow. Steph Curry might miss the whole series. Who knows? We'll see you tomorrow, 5:30 to 9. Pear Bear will see you on Friday again for initials. This has been the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
You too, Abba. I love you, baby girl. Have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine, everybody. Just soak it in.
Okay, have you heard about this? Last year, Degree changed the formula for their Cool Rush deodorant. Their fans rebelled and wanted the old scent back. And Degree listened. That doesn't happen often.
They admitted that they effed up and are bringing the original Cool Rush scent back. And it's exactly how you remember it. Cool, crisp, and fresh. There's a reason it's the #1 men's antiperspirant. And it's back in Walmart, Target, and other stores for under $4.
So try it and see what the fuss is about. Head to your local stores to try the OG Cool Rush for yourself.
Do you own a business that's ready to thrive? It's time to let Intuit QuickBooks take things like unpaid invoices and tracking expenses off your plate so you can take things to the next level. Intuit QuickBooks is an all-in-one business platform that can help with those day-to-day tasks like invoicing and expenses. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks, your way to money. Money movement services are provided by Intuit Payments, Inc., licensed as a money transmitter by the New York State Department of Financial Services.
Did you know women are more likely than men to develop dry eyes, which may be due to hormonal changes during the menstrual cycle or after menopause, and the use of oral contraceptives? Give your dry, burning, or irritated eyes a daily refresh with Refresh Optive Mega 3 Lubricant Eye Drops, a preservative-free formula that provides fast-acting, lasting relief. Refresh Optive Mega 3 is safe to use as often as needed. Find Refresh online or in the eye drop aisle at all major retailers.
Since its invention, the TV has been just that, a TV. But what if it could be something more? Meet Samsung Vision AI. Whether it's upscaling classic content to look brand new or translating an English broadcast subtitles to Spanish in real time, Samsung Vision AI helps you get more from TV than you ever thought possible. Redefine what it means to watch TV with Samsung Vision AI. Visit Samsung.com to learn more. Vision AI features vary by model. Upscaling utilizes AI-based formulas, and results may vary based on source content. Translation accuracy not guaranteed.